Hello. Well, this answer is for this little dress. This one, the question is how to make the dots inside the little pattern. We have two pieces for the front in this pattern. So the center front, the side front. This is the little dress that goes inside, underneath. And we have the upper fabric that is gathered to give this beautiful effect. And we have the little dress here, skirt, the part of the skirt. So we need all these patterns, the strip, for this style. To start, we need the front. This one, this one, the upper part. The steps, well, we have a few parts, so well, will be a little more advanced, not as beginner as two parts, but we have A with A, B with B, C with C, that's the side of the upper fabric. The D is the center front with the center front, D. E, this is the center back with the center back, and we put here the zipper. And we see the E, F, we are going to join the little two lower part for the skirt, F. G will be to attach this little part, gathering the center front with the center front here, G, up to the ash, the center back with the center back. Here we have the ash also, and the G. So so we are going to have all of this. So I'm going to make this one that how to make the dots inside the pattern. This one is the scooted pattern. We give the seam allowance to the both pieces to join them together again to make the princess line. So I took a photocopy. So I'm going to scoot the little pattern that I can keep on my paper. So here is my little pattern in the front. I tape it on the paper. For me, bust measurement in centimeters. In the fullest part of the back, in the fullest part of the front, I have 110. I have a little cardboard that I'm going to put underneath. So I have 110 in here. So I go to the center cross. Here is a little in 45 degrees, it's an X. So I'm going to put it here in the center cross. And now I'm going to fix it. And now I'm going to align on each little line. So if I make up, it's like up 20 and a half, if I make 20 and a half, that is a little dot that is like floating, it's not touching the dot. So I have 20 and a half, so I make a dot. Now I have 15, so it's the same thing. We are going to follow the lines with the numbers. Here I have 9, so my 9 comes in here. Here I have 9 again, up. Here is 14 and a half, So don't forget the little half. Here is 14 and a half here. I'm going to change to blue to see it, so see it better. Here is this one. So now I'm going to change. Here I have 2 dots, so I can see I have 16 and a half, 16 and a half. I'm going to work with bust measurement for the 16 and a half in the lower part. So something happened here in my pin. 16 and a half. Here I have 16 also and a half. And now, well, it's the same, only to see it better. Now I'm going to change for all the dots below the waist to my hip measurement. So in the fullest part of the back, in the fullest part of the front, taking also my belly, I have 108. So I come change to 108 to the same cross in the center of the cross. Doesn't matter if I forget. So well, I have hip measurement. Now I have all the lines with number. So I make all the lines with number 54. This is a little dress, really fitted, so I prefer to make my 2 measurements exactly. Here I have 54. I don't know if it's on the video. Now I made already 16 and a half with my bust measurement, so I don't make it again. Now I have 53 and here is 29. So I make all the lines with numbers, so I'm going to have the dots inside the pattern. So 16 and a half I already made. 55 in here. So now I have all the dots, and now I'm going to join my dots. We have the 2 curves, this for the hip area and the soft curves, and this one for the armhole and the straight line. So I have a straight line here in the lower part, a straight line here too. I have the little dart, we can say, in the waistline here. I miss a dot here, 41, so it's a good idea to have the little pattern taped until we finish. So is the hip measurement 108 to the center cross. So I'm going to make 41. 41 is the little dot that helped me to draft the curve, the hip curve. So here is the waist, the hip. And now is the waist. So in the upper part, I have here straight line. Here I have also straight. And here I have straight. I have a little long line here. Here I need to go to the center cross. I can see it in the little pattern. The center cross is a dot by itself. And later on we go to the princess cut on the waist, like a dart. So in this pattern we need to cut both. Let me bring a ruler here to make it. I have a longer ruler, but this one works like that also. So here I have a dotted line. That means is the fold of the fabric. This is the center front. The M on the symbol page is the center front. The symbol page, you have it on the kit, on the book, on the kit. Let me show you. I have it here in French, but it is the pli du tissu. Pli du tissu. C'est lit du tissu, but it's not a good complete the word. So it's the fold of the fabric, pli du tissu en français, in French. So now my pattern is, I have the waistline here, the dotted line for the waistline. Here I have a perpendicular, so I put it in my line, I have in the center front. Here I'm going to mark a perpendicular to the waist. This is my waist. So perpendicular again with my waist, I have the strength of the grain, also on the fold of the fabric. In this case, here we have the strength of the grain. I mark it perpendicular to the waist. I have it in here in the ruler. Now I have A will be joined with A, B with B on the back part, C is the other pattern, D is the center front in the upper part. So you cut this little pattern and you give the seam allowance to both pieces. I'm going to cut it on the black line here. So here you have the fold of the fabric. You don't need to leave seam allowance, but all around you need to leave seam allowance that you can give 5/8, 1.5 centimeters. Yeah, so try it on your paper pattern. Try it on to see how it fits. In the first instance, you can make a first try in a fabric, not expensive fabric, because this is a beautiful fitted dress. So you can tape this, well, I'm going to put it. So don't forget to give the seam allowance. This is the final size of your pattern. And here, this line is your sewing line. So I'm going to cut it just on my sewing line to try it on paper. Yeah. So here I'm going to cut this part. like this. So you put in here, and you have two patterns in this little pattern that is the front. Inside is the little dress inside. Of course, you can make it a dress depending on the style, but the style proposed is with the other little dress gathering in the front. So here is your bust. Check if your bust is okay. If not, you can mark with a little dot where your bust is, and your bust dot as and encourage adjust your lines. So you tape it to try it on. That's it. You can modify the length of the little dress if you want it. Maybe the measure is the next one. For example, I made it with 110, but maybe it could be better with 108 or 112. So there is things that you can see easily with your paper pattern. So you can try it on this pattern on you.